Welcome to India Economic Conclave's North Chapter. The $5 trillion agenda, which everybody talks about, and it's become a very, very popular benchmark statement. People, laud the statement. Some people beat up the statement. And there's been a lot of conversation around that, and we are happy that, we were the first ones to amplify this aspiration back in December 2018, after which this $5 trillion number and this $5 trillion goal has become something that is popularly spoken about. And we believe that over the next few years, this probably will be a very important benchmark that the whole country will eventually recognize and work towards. And when we talk about the $5 trillion agenda today, in the middle of a pretty visible slowdown that all of us are passing through, there is sometimes some sort of disbelief and this whole thing about, where are we really going to go when we sort of have had a quarter with 5% growth and so on and so forth. So when we look at the $5 trillion agenda from Times Network's point of view and India Economic Conclave's point of view, we believe India will obviously cost $5 trillion as an economy. It's a question of when, not whether. And our attempts as a nation, of course, as active participants, as active makers, and as media, would be to bring that when as close as possible. So that is all that we basically talking about. We're not sort of here sitting and saying that we will reach there in 2022 or 24 or 27, etc. Yeah, at the current rate, it will probably sort of reach there in 2030. But it is quite possible, we believe, when we really look at it from ET Now's and Times Network's point of view, from the discussions that we have with various people, that it is quite possible and it's within the realm of possibility to bring that goal, much nearer than what it would be in its natural course. And that precisely is what this event, this activity, and this entire agenda and initiative from our point of view is all about. To figure out and find out those hurdles that are in our way, to bring those conversations that people don't want to have and actually bring it out and trash it out, so that all blocks that are there in the way of getting to that very, very desirable landmark event or landmark number is possible. Now, why do we need to reach $5 trillion as an economy? Now, that's not just a game number or a corporate target. It is actually to do with the lives of so many people. I think the first such goal was in our living memory, people of my age group and people of your age group here, was for the first time, I think, was the decade promise that Mr. Vajpayee had originally sort of talked about. And in a decade, can we sort of take the GDP per capita, double the GDP per capita? And I think it is in that way that we need to sort of break down the $5 trillion agenda. And it is in that vein that we decided to break up India Economic Conclave's national summit into these chapters, the South Chapter, the North Chapter. And as we go forward, we want to make it almost a year-long engagement with industry, government, policymakers, academia, to sort of make this discussion as popular and as high up there as possible, because we believe that India's $5 trillion agenda is about taking the UP per capita GDP of almost around 40 or 45,000 to at least 80,000, 87,000, which is India's current average. To be able to take India's average of 87,000 to what is currently Delhi's, which is 2.6 lakhs per month per capita. To be able to take the south of India, which is currently almost a $1 trillion economy, to become bigger than Indonesia over the next 2 or 3 years. And there is a lot of opportunity that is there when we break up the $5 trillion agenda into regions and into actionable states. And the maximum number of such actionable states, we believe, are sitting right here in the north of India, because North India, we believe, is the make or break region for India. If all of North India, if Rajasthan and UP and MP were to be brought up to average or up to South India level, India would be more than a $5 trillion economy, and India would be way more peaceful, way more vibrant, way more confident, and way more positive. Not that it is not, but we would sort of have a completely different level of our own, walk and talk and the way the world looks at us. And that, I think, is the great opportunity. And I think, for us this year, we have started this with the South Conclave, which we did in Bangalore in August. And to the run-up to our December event, which is on 17th and 18th in Bombay at NCPA, is this one. But I promise you that IEC North, just as the other regional IECs, and mainly IEC North, because IEC North is going to be our Delhi presence, because I envisage IEC to be a Bombay-based activity for us, in the future. So IEC North, I promise you, is going to become a larger and probably a multi-day affair, because we believe that there is a lot of work, exciting work that is to be done in this part of the country. And, it's always, I mean, when we sort of, in corporations, in brands and in companies, the most exciting work is always when the growth ceiling is high. The multiples that come out of growth is so high, and that is why it is exciting to start off with this region here, with states like Rajasthan and MP and UP, and even I would sort of take the northeastern states and now the new union territories of J&K and Ladakh, where the current GDP per capita is way below the national average, and there is a lot of work that is being done and can be done to sort of bring prosperity and bring all of us to where we need to reach. I think that is the discussion that we will be excited to have today. Thank you for coming. Welcome once again.